Hey, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. How's everybody doing? I hope good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm excited. Hope you guys are doing well and hope you've started your day off with some good quiet time, which is so important. Some time with the Lord, some time to hopefully take some time to write out your goals. You guys know this journaling is huge. It's huge. Good morning. Hey, Dee Dee. Good morning. So grab a pen and a paper today. We're going to go over some really good things. I want to talk to you guys today, and particularly to Shana, about how to profit during the holidays. So we got to make sure that we kind of got the right mental framework going on, the mindset, Brianna. And then not only that, we got to help for those of us that have kind of allowed, God to transition us from being consumers and spenders to investors, right? And so during the holiday, there's lots and lots and lots of opportunity to spend. I was just on the phone with Camille and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these loan stuff, them saying, you can get $20,000 here and you can get $10,000 here. You've already been approved, Orinda. Why are they doing that, Francesca? Because they know that the average person right now is spending. They're spending their money. They're preparing to spend. They're preparing to buy gifts, which I love, by the way. I love gift giving and all that, but you want to make sure during the holiday, Brenda, that you've actually acquired investor mindset, because otherwise you can put yourself in a pretty, challenging position. And now 2021, January, you're back kind of in the same boat and, and it's not really where you want to be, Elizabeth, right? So we got to make sure right now and so I'm going to give you guys some information. We're going to talk this morning, Maxine, and make sure we're on that track. And then also make sure, Donna, happy birthday, girl, again. Also make sure that we're on the right track. Our family's on the right track. Those people that we love are on the right track. And our team members are on the right track. And if you're watching and you're a guest, this is definitely a great time for you to make sure that you're on the right track. So let's pray. Father, we bless you. We thank you, Lord, for this is the day that you made, God, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Holy Spirit, I just thank you that you saw fit for us to be alive in this November 2020. I thank you, Holy Spirit, that you're opening up the eyes of our understanding. Open up our eyes that we would see every opportunity, we would seize every opportunity, and we would implement and execute. God, I thank you for the spirit of being adaptable and adjusting in our thinking, adjusting in how we move, adjusting in how we make decisions, even in our perception. God, I thank you for wealth perception. I thank you for wealth conception. I thank you for wealth revelation. I thank you for wealth insight. I thank you for wealth strategies. And I thank you for the boldness and the courage to change, to pivot, and to continue to change and pivot and develop and evolve. And I thank you, Lord, that over this holiday season, this will absolutely be the best Christmas of our entire lives. I call forth right now old money and new money coming to us in increasing quantities from multiple sources easily. God, I thank you for an abundance of money coming. God, I see us looking at our bank accounts and being astounded at the amount of zeros. I thank you that all that we put our hands to, it shall prosper and be of good success. Now, angels, I release you now to begin to go and minister to Kolai, to Janice, to Diane, to Mary, to all, God, right now that are under the sound of my voice. I call them blessed. I call them empowered. I call them strong. I call them clear. I call them decisive. I call them I thank you for detailed and clarification of the vision of where they are and where they are going. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So let's first, I'm going to pull some stuff up for you guys to see that I want to share with you. Just so you can kind of give you a little bit of framework. First of all, I want to make sure that we're not all thinking about spending over the holiday. And again, guys, listen, I love a good gift and I love giving gifts like anybody, but I want to make sure that we are clear that we don't need to be doing a whole lot of spending. We need to make sure that we're putting our money in a position to be multiplied. Now, this is what has happened traditionally. And if somebody could text me, because I can't see you guys because I'm sharing the screen, just let me know if you see the screen that I'm showing up here. It says Black Friday 2019 saw 93.2 million buyers shopping online. Blackline online shopping sales hit 7.4 billion, which is an all-time high. Average savings on Black Friday specials are 37%. So we can see now that over this holiday, traditionally, and they're expecting, thank you, Chef, and they're expecting for this to rise. So we have to make sure that we don't fall into this. And again, guys, I'm not saying that I don't want you guys to be, enjoying your holiday. And I'm not saying don't give any gifts, but I'm saying we need to be thinking a little bit more about, what we're doing with our money, and then, putting ourselves in a position. And there's tons of stuff right here. 10 stats from Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Let's take a look at this. Thank you, Maxine. Basically, it just talks about this year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping results are in, and Americans show no signs of slowing down their spending. Here's a quick roundup of 10 stats we found interesting. The National Retail Federation reported that more than 174 million Americans shopped from Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday, which beat the association's pre-holiday prediction that 164 million consumers would indulge. That came from Forbes magazine. The Washington Post says 174 million Americans who shop between Thanksgiving Day and Cyber Monday spent an average of $335 per person during that 5-day period. Guys, that is huge. So that $335. Now listen, the financial educational platform that we offer to people is right at $324. So what we have to do is teach people, listen, you want to put yourself in a position to give the gift that keeps on going. The biggest spenders, millennials, age 24 to 35, paid out an average of $419 per person via the Washington Post. About 58 million people showed online only, while 51 million shopped exclusively in stores. The remaining 65 million consumers shop both online and in store. So we can see right now that, there's no shortage of money during the holiday. So when we come on and talk to people about the opportunity, Melanie, to say, listen, I have to be thinking like an investor. Let me give you the gift that keeps on giving. Let me show you how to multiply your money. And that's exactly what we have, guys. We have an educational platform that's going to teach the average everyday person how to trade foreign currency, cryptocurrency, so you can get in on what's happening right now. Now, I want to also show you next. This is an article, and these are things that we need to be paying attention to. Paul Tudor, which is a billionaire, owns all types of islands and philanthropists. I mean, this guy is doing his thing. Okay, he's doing his thing. And so he basically talks about here how billionaire hedge fund investor Paul Tudor's Bitcoin is. Now, let's watch a little bit of this. He's also talking about it's the fastest horse. And this is the kind of stuff that you guys are going to get educated on our financial educational platform. And I want to just show you how relevant we're at the center of the of global economics. So let's watch a little bit of this. And if one of you guys could just text me and tell me that you can hear. For a long time, you were a skeptic of Bitcoin and some cryptocurrencies, but you recently appear to have changed your mind about that. What happened?
Well, COVID happened and the great monetary inflation happened, and that made me begin to think about how do you want to be positioned in your portfolio going forward. So that's really what tripped my interest in Bitcoin. And you have to realize, if you just think about, say, Bitcoin versus cash, right? Bitcoin, when I think of stores of value, I think of it four ways: purchasing power, trustworthiness, liquidity, and portability. That's kind of the categories I put it in. So when it comes to trustworthiness, Bitcoin's 11 years old. There's very little trust in it. We're watching the birthing of a store of value, and whether that succeeds or not, only time will tell. What I do know is that every day that goes by and Bitcoin survives, the trust in it will go up. If you take cash, on the other hand, and you think about it from a purchasing power standpoint, if you own cash in the world today, you know your central bank has an avowed goal of depreciating its value 2% per year. So you have, in essence, a wasting asset in your hands. So Bitcoin, I think it's a great speculation. I've got something between 1 and I think just over 1% of my assets in Bitcoin. Maybe it's almost 2. That seems like the right number right now. It's not, for me, it's not the greatest. It's not the great cure for all the monetary ills, et cetera. It's a great speculation. That's what I would say Bitcoin is.
Right. Paul, do you see this though in relation? I'm thinking about tech stocks now, because one of the things we have seen even over the past 2 months is just the move towards virtual. Anything that can be done virtually has had great success, whether it be Zoom or any of the big tech companies in the Valley, because we're all able to do that virtually. Is that the way you see Bitcoin? And separately, do you own gold? I was going to ask at the same time.
I have assets in gold also. I think gold can go substantially higher. And yes, the digitization of the world clearly benefits Bitcoin. I mean, we wouldn't even be talking about Bitcoin if we weren't seeing.
Okay, guys, so we can see all these things are leading back to why our financial educational platform is so huge. Anytime you start seeing billionaires move there, I want to show you one other one that's a pretty big deal where Bitcoin is concerned. And again, this is why I want to make sure that during the holiday, we really are talking to those people that we come in contact with about getting financially educated. My heart really goes out for people that don't understand really what the heck is going on. And right here is, let me pull this up for you guys so you can see it.
My guest today is considered an expert on all things markets, and it's been a long time coming, so I'm happy to welcome him to the show. He's Raul Powell. He is the founder and CEO of Global Macro
$1 million.
Investor. He's also the co-founder behind Real Vision. Raul, welcome to the show. I'm happy to finally have you on.
Yeah, great to be here.
Well, I've been following your work for a long time, and for the folks at home not familiar with your work, perhaps, you were previously co-managed the GLG Global Macro Fund in London after departing Goldman Sachs, where you co-managed a hedge fund sales business in equities and equity derivatives in Europe. You retired from managing client money in 2004 at the very young age of 36, and you founded Global Macro Investor and Real Vision Group. So welcome to the show, Raul. Happy to get your thoughts on the state of things right now. On a scale of 1 to 10 of ugly, how are things looking for you right now?
So I've had a whole thesis that this thing was based around, it was going to evolve in 3 phases. First was the liquidation phase, which is what we saw going into March and finishing in kind of March, April. That's when everything is a correlation of 1 and everything collapses. Then after that, typically in a recession or a bear market, you have what's known as the hope phase, and particularly because of this, the virus and how that was going to evolve, the hope phase is the period when everyone thinks, actually, it's not going to be that bad. It's okay. And in some bear markets, that tends to last about 3 months. In most cases, bizarrely enough, whether it was the Nikkei 1990 or the S&P 2000 or the S&P 2008, it was a March low and a June high. There are other versions, 1929 being the main example, where it went on for 6 months. So that would take us into August. So those are the 2 theories I was playing with, that the markets would start to top out as reality sunk. Now, the difference of the reality that I'm seeing is that we're moving towards something called the insolvency. So when you talk about where am I on 1 to 10, so I've gone from 10 back up to 5 as we had the hope phase, and I'm now starting to go with back down again as I start to see the narrative pick up that the economy is not going to recover for a lot longer than we expect. There's no stimulus around, and we've got more problems to come in Europe, the US, and elsewhere. And businesses don't have enough cash flow.
So we don't have time for me to play the whole thing. You guys can go back and watch it in your own time, Chuck. But what I want you to see is he's talking about global economics, how it connects with 19 and everything that's happening, the election right now. All these things play a part on how your money is moving. This is why I think it is highly important. Like, it's not just enough, and watching the news and stuff like that is great. And I wanted to just show you guys some of those videos that are out there, especially those of you that are guests that are on here this live today. You're not already trading with us. I want to strongly encourage you, get back with the person that invited you on here and connect to this financial educational platform, because it doesn't matter if you're a housewife, if you're a janitor, if you're a housekeeper, if you're a manager at a bank, if you're a teller, if you work at a grocery store, if you're a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, you need to be digitally intelligent. Everything is changing. Like I said, we are literally at the center of global economics with what we have. And so we're gonna continue to see these kinds of things erupt, and these kinds of eruptions or disruptions actually are good for us that are digitally intelligent, because we're able to get in on it, right? We're able to take advantage of all the volatility. Volatility many times has been seen as like bad. But no, child, if you really understand volatility, that's actually putting you in a position to actually profit and make a lot of money. And so now I want to share with you really quickly, specifically, our platform, just so you guys can see. Some of you have been on here watching and just kind of sitting on the sidelines and, wondering if this is for you. I always tell people, listen, ask yourself two questions. Are you ready to learn? And are you ready to become wealthy? And if your answer is yes to both of these things, then absolutely, positively, this is for you. So it's just a matter of now you stepping out, making the decision, getting back. There's so much power in decision. I don't think people realize how powerful one decision is. So now this is what you would have access to. We actually this weekend are having an entire convention that I highly want to suggest that you become a part of. It's a virtual convention. If you're in the Murfreesboro, Nashville area, you'll have an opportunity to come. I'm actually having a meeting at the private Murfreesboro airport here where we're going to watch it live together from 9 until 3. And then on Friday night, if you have guests, you can actually bring them to the Murfreesboro private airport, and I'll be here doing a presentation. But we're launching e-commerce online. This is where it's at. Our company literally is going to help you to find out what products are the hottest, what's your profit margin. You're also going to have an opportunity to not just find out what the profit margin is, but how many are selling. So we're going to help to kind of fine tune a lot of the areas that keep people out of the digital space. We're coming in here and literally holding your hand. You're going to have access to an amazing academy. You're just going to click on that academy, and then you're going to get all the basics. How to learn how to trade foreign currency. I love these videos. Are very short. They're very sweet. They're very much to the point. Most people, again, they've done a great job at simplifying it. We realized, as myself, I didn't know nothing about no trading. But when I came into this space and I saw the simplicity, the breakdown of it, and by the way, y'all got it much easier than us because we didn't have all this 4.5 years ago. We had to come over here and knock down some trees, honey, and build some roads. But when I tell you the trees have been knocked down and the roads have been built, and so now really it is the best time. It is a streamlined opportunity for you to get education simplified on your level. So I'm gonna play just really quickly, just a brief. All the videos are only 3 to 8 minutes. Somebody might be asking, what kind of time do I have to put in here? And we're talking a brief amount of time. I'm going to play this just a little bit, just so you can see the kind of education you're going to get. And this is self-education, so you can go back and hit replay anytime you want and look at everything, okay?
Welcome to the I Am Mastery Academy for Forex. In this course, we'll be talking about what is FRX. Forex can be professionally abbreviated as FX or FRX. This basically is the short term for foreign exchange. It is the official trading market where one can exchange different currencies across the globe. As many countries are backed by their own banks, this allows citizens to use a currency which, in turn, creates an economy. The better an economy thrives, the stronger that currency can become. When anyone travels to other countries, they can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by simply exchanging their own native currency for the one they are visiting. As decades passed, the internet grew worldwide, and Forex found its way online, where traders from any place on earth could trade currencies digitally, turning over profits from the comfort of their own homes. To give you an idea as to the size of the Forex market, the London Stock Exchange, on average, will trade daily around $7 billion US. The Tokyo Stock Exchange will trade roughly around $18 billion, and the New York Stock Exchange can trade about $22 billion daily. Forex, on the other hand, averages trades of over $5 trillion every single day. It is, without doubt, the largest and most liquid market in the entire world. So, let's review. Forex is the market where all the money in the world is being exchanged in real time through currencies. And because of this very particular type of market, Forex attracts many types of investors who see a vast array of opportunities, which can create a...
So guys, this is where the wealthy have been hanging out. Now you have an opportunity. See, 2020 changed a lot of things. You know, for our parents and grandparents, trading has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. They didn't have the opportunity unless they went to school to get their Series 6 or Series 7 to even get all this information. So this is what makes it so powerful. And guys, I've been in this space for 5 years in April, and I can tell you it was one of the smartest financial decisions that I could have made. It is so much going on in the world. Money is moving faster than it ever has. Like, it's no reason for somebody to be in America and broke. Like, really, with all the access, the information, you know, you're going to learn the history of Forex, what's traded in Forex, you know, buying and selling. You're going to get the entire key, everything that you need. These are your fundamentals. Then we're going to move you over to go live, because one of the things with mentorship that's so important, when you start talking about building wealth, one of the best things that you can do is get a mentor. Don't put yourself in a position where you're just trying to figure out everything yourself. You got to put yourself in a position where you have a mentor that you can actually learn from, right? And so you can see right here, we have a lot of educators up right here. And so you'll just go right here. So let's just say you say, hey, I want to focus in and learn digital currency. Okay, well, you'll be able to do that by getting on here and looking at the schedule of educators, looking and see, you know, what time they're trading. So let's pull up Jason Brown. Jason has built a very, very large, I'm not going to tell the number, but a very large, very large portfolio. So here he's kind of talking about what is the future of cryptocurrency. Okay, so you can get in here and see, you know, what the future, where are we headed? Now, I'm going to play a little bit of this. When you first listen, it may be a little bit over your head, but I want you guys to just kind of listen to it, check it out, because we're going to go in with all the fundamentals, and then we're going to come back. I think learning cryptocurrency is extremely important, because cryptocurrency is the future of money. In the next couple of years, especially with everything with 19, it just like thrusted us into totally paperless society. Nobody wants to touch it. You're already seeing it happen now. Vimeo, Cash App, Zelle, Skrill, they're all these digital, you know, financial, transactional apps where you can move money from one place to another. Nobody wants to buy. Nobody wants to touch money anymore because of everything that happened with 19. So crypto just got accelerated. It just got promoted. But here's the thing. You need to get educated on it, because the only reason I've been blessed to be able to build a strong crypto portfolio is because of the education. If you don't keep it before your eyes and ears, you hear one time, but then you're like, oh, whatever, you go on to the next thing, you get busy. But if you keep hearing, buy Bitcoin, crypto is the future, you're eventually going to get on an auto save program. And I don't care if it's you just saving $20 a week, $50 a week, $100 a month. It does not matter, right? If you hear it, you're going to do it. So I'm going to play just a little bit of this video.
Let's go. We are live. What's up, everybody? Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. Game time. We are excited, guys. I'm getting ready to just log in. So just bear with me for a second. We are going to.
Let me see if I can move it up just a little bit. Okay, so it's playing, but he's probably just taking a minute. Now, of course, when you first see this chart, child,
Wait, so you guys got to see this. Don't go anywhere. You guys gotta see this.
Yeah, just hold on.
I just thought of this. I haven't even worn it yet. So you guys are going to see me wearing it first. I just got this. And honestly, I'm going to get with Ivan. Ivan Paychecks, you're on this call, right? So I got to get with you, bro, because we've got to create our own Bitcoin apparel. I'm just being honest. We're going to create our own crypto apparel. But look at this. It's pretty cool. I got this hoodie. You know, I grew up in the Pac-Man era, so it's like a Bitcoin about to eat these little Pac-Man guys. How cool is that? So I got to figure out how do I want to show it off. I got the new hoodie. There we go. And you guys are seeing it here first, but
Thanks,
Paychecks, we got to get together and we got to start creating cool apparel. Guys, I'm stoked. So I see a lot of people talking about bigger picture. I see a lot of people talking about, these sessions. And what I will tell you guys, if you're new to Bitcoin, if you're new to crypto, you can stay on this session, no doubt. But do yourself a favor and go back through my sessions so far. Go through the first 3 sessions because there's a lot of foundational work. Okay, that sweater's legit. I think we could do a little bit better on the quality. That's why I'm saying Paychecks. I think I was a little upset with the quality. The website made it look so great. The quality's sketch. But anyway, I think you can learn a lot, guys, by going back to the previously recorded sessions because I talk about some pivotal things with Bitcoin. And for those of you guys who are new, I just want you to be in this place where you get it. Right? You're not just here to make money. You're not just here to trade. You're here to get it. You're here to learn. And we're going through a crazy time right now with the elections and all this crap, right? COVID and shutdowns and PayPal and all this stuff that's happening is really, truly affecting Bitcoin in a great way and affecting the other markets in a great way. And, Bitcoin is just literally booming. I mean, I made a class on YouTube a couple months ago called Bitcoin is Booming. And I mean, we were right around 10,000. I was with my friend today. I was at his house when Bitcoin was at 10K. I told him to buy. He was a little sketched out. And now we were just together today. And I said, Dev, do you remember the price of Bitcoin when I was at your house? He goes, yeah, it was like 10,000, right? I said, bro, it just hit 14. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, dude, I told you where we were going. I showed you the chart. I told you to go buy at least a few coins. You got money. He's like, oh my God. What do you think, bro? Should I get in now? I'm like, dude, it's never too late to get into Bitcoin. But for those of you guys who are on my session on Friday, let's look at where we left off first. Okay, so Friday was the 30th. Okay, so Friday, we left off. Let's take a look here. We'll go back down to the 1 hour just to see. But I don't know if you guys remember, but Friday, we were like, I think if I could guess, we were like right here, okay? So we did Friday. These times are a little weird. So it's am I in Eastern time zone? I forget. I think I changed it. No, this is alerts. I forget. There's a place. I forget where it was. But let's just say it was Friday.
I want to hear this and then we'll move
In
on.
this range. And it was like right over here, right? So it was like right around this time on Friday. Okay. Well, actually, yeah. So we were like right around here. Actually, we were like right here. And I told you guys, do not buy right now. Okay. But I said, don't really sell right now. And I talked about how there was no indication of us slowing down the current momentum. I see no lower lows. I see no low movements. I see on the daily chart, the price of Bitcoin is rising every single day. I see the RSI is still moving. I see all of these things that are indicating we're not going down. And if we do, we're not going to go past this little supply zone. And look at what happened. Watch. And one of the things that I talked about was that the critical support for Bitcoin is at 13.9, right? So 13.9, I'm just moving it to show you the line. 13.9. It's actually 13.908 right there.
Okay, guys. So I think you get the point. This is the kind of education you're going to get. Now watch. That was just last week. A lot of us got in on that. Bitcoin was 13,900. If we looked at that date, I think it was just last week. So now if we go here and I type in how much is Bitcoin today. Now, all of this is proving, I'm just building my case with you guys on why you need to be in this space. This is very important. The wealth transfer is happening right now. It's like literally happening right now. But you got to make sure that you're in position so you know all this stuff so that you can take advantage of it. Okay, wait a minute. What are you doing? All right, hold on, guys. I want to show you guys this. This is important. This is very, very, very important. Okay? All right, so now, how much is Bitcoin today? $15,258. So for those of you who would have gotten in on a buy just last week, and you don't have to invest the entire 13,000, you could have did 100. Or we've been saying for the last, I don't know, since I've been over here, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I don't care if it's $20 a week. I don't care if it's $100 a week. I don't care if it's $200 a week. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You can buy it by the fraction. Now your account should be up. Woo! Your account should be up. I have a group text with some leaders, and I just screenshotted what my profit was on the Bitcoin stock. Because we'll also teach you how to buy the stock, GBTC. Okay? So you need to be in this kind of platform with other thinkers. This is like, it's like being with the top of the top of those in finance and wealth and masterminding. Get in on this thing. Don't just keep sitting back watching my lives or watching other people's lives. Get in on this. The best Christmas gift you can give your children, if they don't already have it, open up your Bitcoin account. Mommy's signing up today. Daddy's signing up today. We're getting ready to learn this as a family. This is a holiday situation. Matter of fact, come over here because you just got a testimony, Tay. I forgot. Tay texted us the other day. Tell us real quick, how long have you been in?
Since January.
She's been in since January. Didn't take cute. She's been in since January. You moved from Arkansas, came here, came to our church, got locked in, heard about trading from some of the other successful traders in the church, Marquita, Camille. You got involved. What happened? Did you know anything about trading?
I knew nothing about.
Okay.
Never heard of Forex. heard about it, watching them kind of get in trades and stuff on their phone. My husband knew a little bit more about it than I did. And so we decided that we were that was going to be our New Year's resolution, was to start on the 1st of January. So that's what we did. And 2 months ago, I walked away from my job. I'm no longer employable.
Applause, 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 applause. Come on, put some ones on the chat. She's unemployable. Put some ones in the chat. Okay.
And that's pretty much what specifically.
Yeah, that was it. And then you started teaching your son.
Yes. Okay, now that's exciting. So my son, because they were forced to kind of do school at home, he was getting done really early. And I was like, look, you're not going to get done at 12 o'clock. I got something else for you to do. So I started incorporating Forex as a part of his lesson plan. So he would start training. Well, he actually did it in the mornings, and he would get in on live sessions with Tyrone, Patrick, Abel in the mornings. So I put $10 in his trade account. He built it up with swipe trades in a week to $100. And I told him once he got it to 100, I would let him pull out 50 so that he can actually touch the money and know that he did that. He earned it. He traded in the market and made that money. He did that, went to GameStop and spent the whole $50 on game cards. But I told him, hey, that's your money. That's what you did from what you learned. I didn't have anything. I didn't know what he was doing. He had his phone. He got in his own trades. He made his own decisions and did his own analyzation, and he was able to profit in the market and still trading right now. He actually had 50 left, and now he's back up to $80 since he pulled that 50 out. So he's getting ready to continue the momentum. So yeah.
Do y'all hear that? Put some ones in the chat. I can't see no ones. I don't know, maybe because my thing might be stuck. But oh my gosh, I'm so proud. That is amazing.
He loved it.
And then I think, didn't he win some Bitcoin?
No, he did Ripple. You invested in
Ripple, but it should still be up.
Yeah,
he's
making money in Ripple too. So it's just sitting in Coinbase for him whenever he's ready. And he's 16 years old, guys. So.
Oh my God, tell him to check it because
Okay.
it's up. Yeah, tell him to check it. Yeah, this is amazing. And so, listen, thank you. I'm so proud of you. So now, not only she left her job, she's trading full time, and now she's telling other people about it. So the company will pay you if you decide to tell other people about it. The company you also gonna get a bag because when you start telling people about it, and then you're gonna get a bag because they're telling you what to trade. It's a win-win. Like, don't sit back and be off up in the cut like everybody else. Like, oh, it's hard out here. I don't see who's gonna be president. It's gonna determine. No, you vote yourself president. You educate yourself. So it doesn't matter who gets in. Because here's the thing: if you don't change your money habits and your mindset, it won't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican. You will be broke. Because at the end of the day, Trump and Biden are going to be at the golf course, baby, next week, talking about how their investments are doing and who bought what and when and entry and exits. They're going to be having the conversations that you can learn right here in this space. And have somebody hold your hand, and have somebody encourage you, and have somebody tell you, great job, and have somebody say, do it again, and have somebody say, yeah, now do this. Now, you heard Jason, he giving tea. I told y'all, don't buy if it gets here. Don't sell, everybody just hold. Like, where you gonna get that tea at? Who talking about that? They ain't talking about that at the hair salon. They ain't talking about that at the grocery store, at the restaurant, at the bar. They're not talking about that. It's time to get with some people having some wealth conversations. So this holiday, you don't fall into that same behavior, economic behavioral trap that you saw your parents or your grandparents or your aunts and uncles. God bless them. They didn't know no better. Their way of showing love was buying you gifts that they couldn't afford. We can't do that now. We got to say, no, I got to work smarter. I'm gonna buy you a gift, all right, but I'm gonna put you on game and let you get in this financial educational platform and put you before these men and women and listen to what they got to say so you can get your life changed. Because no president is going to help you live your dream. No president is going to do that. You got to do that for yourself. You got to do that for your own self. Now I'm feeling some kind of way. Let me calm down. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to get back with the person that invited you on here. It's $324 one time. $274 every month. Some of you, oh, that's scary. No, don't let that scare you. You're about to make money. You're not about to be living check to check no more, sis. Bruh, it's about to be on some daily cash flow situation. And I can't give numbers, but trust and believe, if your girl been sitting over here for close to 5 years and ain't going nowhere, I consider this a covenant relationship. It is eternal in nature. It will end when I get raptured. So you know, if I feel that way about it, because I'm very result oriented and I want to see people win, period. So you get back with that person that invited you on here today and you say, I'm ready to go. Don't sit here and procrastinate and overanalyze. Let me go home. Stop. Make a decision. People that don't make decisions work for people that do. Okay? So get back with that person that invited you. Let's make sure this holiday we put ourselves in a position to profit. No debt going into 2021. I'm going to be in Detroit, Michigan, the 16th and 17th. Check out my Facebook and Instagram page. You'll see the flyer. Also, if you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area, I'm having a meeting. I want to see you tomorrow night at Murfreesboro Private Airport, okay, in the business center. Murfreesboro Private Airport. You can Google it, Chad. I think it's 1930 Memorial Boulevard at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And then Saturday from 9 to 3, we will be at Murfreesboro Private Airport tuning in to virtual financial education. 9 to 3. You can be there with a group. I'll be there. Other amazing leaders will be there. We want to see you win, but I need you to take action. No more passivity, no more sluggishness, no more indecision. Time to move, time to make a decision. Take control of your future. Take control of your wealth so that you can live the life that you always dreamed about. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You've been such gracious. We went over a lot of content that I knew was pertinent for you guys to hear. So I love you guys. Bye. Get back with the person that invited you on here. Let's go.